Japan is somewhere I think everyone should visit. From futuristic skyscrapers to tranquil bamboo forests and neon arcades to serene temples, it's like nowhere else on the planet. The food is incredible, the people are ultra polite, and it has one of the most efficient public transport systems in the world. We love the combination of ease of travel and glorious bewilderment. Japan has so much to offer, but where should you start? These are our picks for the 10 best places to visit in Japan, perfect for your first or second trip to the country, plus extra suggestions for the repeat visits that are likely to happen. I've included our favorite things to do in each place, how long to spend there, and where we stayed. At the end of the post you'll find a map of all these Japan destinations to start planning your route. I recommend mixing a few of the popular cities. Most people won't want to miss Tokyo and Kyoto, with some quieter, more rural places in Japan to see a different side of the country and take a break from the crowds. If you only have time for one Japan destination, make it Kyoto. This is traditional Japan as you imagined it, geisha in brightly colored kimonos emerging from wooden tea houses, forests of bamboo, temples and shrines in gold and silver and scarlet, raked gravel Zen gardens, intricate feasts served on lacquered plates, graceful tea ceremonies, and markets full of intriguing but unidentifiable ingredients. The concrete high-rises of downtown Kyoto can be disappointing, so head out towards the mountains to the surrounding neighborhoods where you'll find narrow stone streets, old wooden houses, monks in flowing robes, and the sounds of chanting and gongs from the many temples and shrines. Gion is the place to spot geisha. Hiroshima has many beautiful temples to explore, and Arashiyama, up in the western hills, is one of the most traditional neighborhoods and home to bamboo groves, quirky temples, and monkeys. Kyoto is one of the top Japan tourist spots, so try to visit the popular temples early in the morning as they do get crowded. If Kyoto is the heart of traditional Japan, Tokyo is its ultra-modern counterpart. It's here you'll find the skyscrapers, noisy arcades, busy pedestrian crossings, quirky youth fashions, and many incredibly delicious restaurants. If all you do in Tokyo is eat, you'll have an amazing time. Even as vegetarians, we ate so well. Tokyo is also home to some of the weirdest activities we've ever done. From themed cafes, cats, owls, maids, robots, goats, you name it, Tokyo has it, to sensory overload shows and arcades to cosplay go-karting. On my first trip to Tokyo I was overwhelmed by the sprawling city and couldn't help comparing it unfavorably to Kyoto. On repeat visits I've grown to love the city. The food certainly helped, and while it isn't as attractive as Kyoto, there is so much to do that you won't want to skip it. Tokuyama is an utterly gorgeous small town on the edge of the Japan Alps and one of the best less visited places to go in Japan. I loved wandering the historic center full of traditional wooden houses, colorful shrines, neatly shaped trees, and bright red bridges over the river. Mount Fuji is on most people's lists of places to visit in Japan, but this must-see Japan landmark can be rather elusive and is often hidden by clouds. There are a number of places you can see the mountain from. Kawaguchiko is another great option, but Hakone is easy to reach from Tokyo, and there are lots of other things to do in the area in case you are out of luck with a sighting. Despite visiting on a cloudy, drizzly day, we were lucky that Mount Fuji emerged from the clouds above Lake Ashi. And it was magical. Hakone is also fun to visit because you can do a loop of the sights on different modes of transport: train, bus, pirate boat, yes, really, and cable car. Kanazawa is one of the best cities to visit in Japan, but few foreign tourists make it here. Consider Kanazawa as a quieter alternative to Kyoto to experience geisha districts with preserved wooden buildings. There is also one of the most beautiful gardens in the country, a stunning castle, and many art museums to explore. Nikko is a temple town and UNESCO World Heritage Site in the mountains a few hours north of Tokyo and makes a cool retreat from the city. The area is famous for its vibrant autumn colors. The temples and shrines with their vermilion gates and moss-covered stone lanterns are scattered on the wooded hillside. The main attraction is Toshogu Shrine, a stunning complex with more than a dozen lavishly decorated red and gold buildings amongst huge, ancient cedar trees. The crowds can be overwhelming, so afterwards head to one of the quieter shrines. Koyasan, Mount Koya, is one of the most interesting places in Japan to experience the traditional side of the country. This secluded and sacred temple town is located in the forest-covered mountains of Kansai and is one of the best places to get a taste of life as a monk by staying in a shukubo or temple lodging. After wandering around the otherworldly Okunoin Forest Cemetery, we checked into our simple tatami room at the temple, soaked in the communal onsen bath, and enjoyed a delicious shojin Ryorai vegetarian Buddhist meal. In the morning we were up early for the chanting and meditation ceremony with the monks. Sumigo is a picture-perfect traditional mountain village in the Kizo Valley. It is one of the best preserved post towns in Japan, and you feel like you've stepped back in time on the traffic-less streets of beautifully restored wooden inns. During the Edo period 300 years ago, Sumigo was a stop on the Nakasendo Way between Kyoto and Edo, now Tokyo. You can hike part of this trail to the village of Magome in about 2 to 3 hours. Unfortunately, a typhoon prevented us doing this, but it's supposed to be a scenic and easy walk. Nara was Japan's first permanent capital and is full of historic treasures, including many UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It's one of the top Japan attractions and makes a rewarding day trip from Kyoto to visit the temples and wild deer in Nara Park. The Daibutsu-den, Hall of the Great Buddha, at Tadaiji is the main site. It's the largest wooden building in the world and nothing prepares you for the immense sight. Inside is the 15-meter-tall gold and bronze statue of Buddha that dates back to 751. We also love the forest shrine complex Kasuga Taisha. Come to pay your respects to the victims of the atomic bombing at Hiroshima's Moving Peace Memorial Museum and Park, and stay to explore the modern city that was almost entirely rebuilt after World War II. Hiroshima is usually combined with a visit to the famous floating Torii Gate at Itsukushima Shrine on nearby Miyajima Island. You'll also want to try the delicious local specialty okonomiyaki, a thick pancake of batter, vegetables, and noodles. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through Japan. I hope you enjoyed exploring the beautiful landscapes, rich culture, and amazing cuisine as much as I did. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures. Leave a comment below with your favorite part of the trip or any tips you have for traveling in Japan. And if you have any questions or places you'd like me to visit next, let me know. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Sayonara.